From
573.
North Carolina, at a combined weight of over 660 pounds, Rody Rob, Adam Bomb, Bionic Brian, the Marked Out Wrestling Podcast.
Hello and welcome to another edition of Marked Out Wrestling. We're going to do Who Won Wednesday once again because for what feels like the first time in I don't know how long, maybe 2 months, that AEW and NXT are actually on the same night. Yay. So we're going to run down the card. Right. We're going to compare them side by side. But before I do that, I got to bring my cohorts, the one who shows up and the one who doesn't. Let's start with the one who shows up. What's going on, Rody?
I'm here to chew bubble gum and kick ass,
and I can't speak properly,
and I can't fight. There you go. Yeah.
All right, and Bionic Brian has left us. He is full on part of the Dark Order cult now. What is up, Brian? What number are you? 69.
What number am I? Yes, either 69
or 420. Or...
No, not 4. Actually, yeah, it's 69 420. XOXO Gossip Girl. That's me. Hello, everybody.
Will you stop banging the table, Robert?
I didn't mean to.
Yeah.
So we'll be getting our chat boards now that we're going to a new format. Everybody's just getting their notifications, hopefully joining us, and we'll introduce them as they start to file in. Like I said, boys, episode 573 here. We're going to run it down side by side, and we're going to talk about the actual comparisons and find out who won Wednesday. We actually have to vote tonight. It's been a long time, right?
Oh, are we voting?
Yeah, so each segment...
Am I registered?
We're going to vote side by side.
Okay.
Before we get into it, I wanted to have a little discussion here.
Uh-huh.
AEW starts a lot of their shows with at least one competitor or possibly both already in the ring. No intro. I know there's no crowds, but I've always liked the pop after the theme song ends of who's coming. You know, who's going to come down, who's kicking off the show, what's the curtain jerk, and hearing that theme song. And it's not that they don't do it like all the time. It's that they're introducing Jurassic Express that's standing in the ring there instead of cueing their music, instead of cueing their opponents.
Yeah, but they weren't the main part of the show. You didn't really need them there.
I know, but I know it's more of a pop moment when their music hits. But Brian, do you see what I'm saying, or am I just fucking way off?
No, I think it was going to be you're being it's like slightly petty, but I mean it's not like, for instance, if you're there in the live crowd, they're going to be doing their intro. It's just not going to be shown on TV. Is that what you mean?
Yeah, I mean, I know they do a little intro for JR, not on TV, and Tony and whoever comes out at the announce table, they do those. Yeah. I think that the wrestlers that are or team that is coming down should get that music hits, that pop, that start. You know, I got to tell you, the one thing that I do like about WWE main roster is the show hits, you hear Michael Cole here, whatever, and he's cut off by some fucking music of the first guy out.
Yeah, I have to agree with Brian. I have to agree with him. I didn't think it was a big deal when he first brought it up. I thought, Adam's being a petty little bitch.
Right.
Because it's easy to do that. But as I think about it, yeah, let's open your show with a pop,
Even with no crowd, it should still have that pop feel, and that's what the music hitting does.
Yeah, Brian, what do you think, Brian?
No, I mean, I think, to be honest, I think you're, again, being a little bit petty. Like, there really isn't that big of a deal to me. That doesn't really set the tone, especially since, like, I'm not there. I'm watching it on TV, so...
How many times
that doesn't really bother me.
How many times did Raw start with a glass break and you got excited? Or you heard the car crash and you were like, oh, here we go. Foley's starting it up. I mean, I gotta tell you, like, even if they were just coming out to cut a promo when Mick Foley was commissioner, I heard that car wreck. I was like, it had that auditory response of positivity to me. And without your theme music, you miss that. So
the start to a match after a commercial is where you got a guy in the ring.
Yeah, not the start of the show.
Yeah,
just that one spot is what's weird to me. Anyway,
all right,
we'll move past it.
What's up, Sklenner? Sklenner's on the board.
Sklenner.
I don't know if I want to move past it too far because before FTR can even be introduced, the Bucks have to insert themselves. Obviously they're heel, Brian, but is there new person they're feuding with the not wrestlers on AEW and throwing money at Tony Khan after they kick the ref? We're not going to vote against an NXT thing here. We're going to save it for the matches. The curtain.
No, I think this is just their way of kind of getting some heat and generating it, because you can just put them against any real babyface team. But
why Tony? Why did they make a point? Tony Khan fined him last week. The announcers say that. We hear all the time WWE finds somebody or so and so finds somebody. Kayfabe or not, who gives a shit? But
why Tony? Tony's the owner. What do you talk about? Why Tony?
But they're executives too. It feels weird. We all know they're executives.
Yeah, I don't know. I think you're splitting hairs here. I don't know why
I'm splitting hairs with Tony being the rival, but why are they attacking Marvez? I mean, is that just for heat? Is that all it is?
It's just to get it. That's kind of their thing.
It is it's so cheap, man. It is
a little cheap. I'm with you. It is a little cheap. It is a little cheap.
I'm not even saying cheap heat. Cheap heat. I mean, like more like bad acting cheap heat. Like we want to go heel and we want people to not like us because we're bad people, because that's what heels are. So we're gonna walk into the ring and we're gonna double kick a guy or double super kick a guy, and then we're gonna walk away all Billy Badass and stuff. It's not. It's not good. I don't know how to put it. It's not good. They seem douchey to me, and that's not even like a wrestling douchey. You know, just kind of like, you guys are lame. Man.
Stike on the board's asking, so is next week are the Bucks fighting Marvez and the referee?
Right.
I know I've started off on a sour note with AEW. It does nothing but get better throughout the rest of the night. Believe me. Yeah. But those were some big petty points there for me, Brian. So
what'd you think of the tag match, though?
This is my last petty point. I thought, and I'm not sure if it's a conflicting style of Jurassic Express and FTR, but I felt like that match was at Ambrose speed for some reason. Nothing necessarily sloppy, nothing necessarily bad, but it didn't feel like they were moving. There was one of Luchasaurus kicked both members of FTR. One of them ducked the first kick, which looked like slow motion, and then he stood back up to take the second kick, which looked awesome. So I'm being critical. I know that's what you do on AEH, but this was...
Wait, hold on. I just tried to break in 4 times, and you're going to a third topic.
I was trying to go to Brian, but go for it.
No,
I wasn't going to another
I was just going to say,
topic.
No, but you weren't letting anybody talk. Let's be fair. Okay, let's be fair. The reason why there wasn't nothing special about this match was because it was going head-to-head with EO and Shotzi, which was fucking badass match.
It was. It was probably the best match on NXT.
Yeah.
Really, I like the main event, to be honest.
You
I'm
did?
gonna be truthful with you. I did. I mean, I was watching more so of the AEW side, but I won't get ahead of myself.
Yeah, we'll get there. Perfect 11, Mika Meach, Bus joining us on the board. Hall of Fame member Stike there is talking. Good to see you, fellas.
Yeah.
I assume maybe, who knows? I assume they're dudes. Those I don't know. So Jurassic Express, I'm not really shocked here, Brian, that they didn't win. They don't get a shot at the title. No. I mean, you want FTR to look strong. You're not about to pin them for a contendership.
Yeah, no. I feel like Jurassic Express, they were the perfect opponents for someone like FTR. It was like you said, it was an okay match, but of course FTR is gonna win.
I mean, and we're just stalling, right? Until the Bucks.
For what though?
Until the Bucks. Until FTR fights the Bucks.
Oh.
I mean, that's to me their next real
FTR.
feud.
That doesn't work out.
I don't know. FTR. wouldn't say their face, but they're not doing heelish things like they were when they first came in. They had a couple heel moments where we'll leave you hanging here. We're gonna go here.
100% heel. 100% heel.
We're totally a heel.
Yeah, just because they're a chill heel.
Okay,
You know,
that's fair.
Not all heroes like, fucking kill you all.
That's fair. They are chill heel.
Yeah,
You're right.
Yeah.
Chill heel.
Chill heel.
I like that.
Heel. That's hard to say.
I get my thrill on chill.
Bus
heel.
says I don't care for Jurassic Express, but I think we can all agree Jungle Boy is the best one in that group. No doubt.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
No doubt.
And
Yeah, I think Luchasaurus is a little disappointing actually.
Like I said, he was my main person I was criticizing with Ambrose speed.
Yeah.
Like tonight,
Well-
he didn't look like he was in top gear.
My thing with him was when he first kind of came out and everybody's like seeing all the athletic moves and the kicks and everything, it was like, oh, this is fucking cool. This is great. But you are the monster of the team. So when every week you've done that same fascinating thing you did the first week, it's no longer fascinating.
It's like 10 moves of doom.
Right. I want to see you doing some more power moves, being a little bit more brutal with it. I mean, you're a fucking dinosaur, for God's sake. Be a little more brutal with it.
And he's a monster on this roster.
Yeah, and leave Jungle Boy to all the, not to say the term, but flippy shit.
He doesn't act like a big man. That's one of his big problems.
Right.
Right, and he seems more like a springboard for the little guys than he does a wrestler at times. On the other side, we have Shotzi versus Io. I already said it. I think this was match of the night. The work that they put in to tell this story, to lead up to it, made me kind of care. For the most part, the NXT, even with the title matches, I didn't care so much about as I did this one. I like that Shotzi got this position. I like that she didn't win. I thought the one move that stood out as the finisher, the knees went right in to Shotzi on the
I think it was her stomach. On the
her chest,
moonsault.
stomach. Yeah,
Yeah. Did you see that, Brian? The finishing move there?
I did.
I think it knocked the wind out of
Yeah,
Shotzi.
it probably did. Hey, look, this is one of those matches, man, where we've talked about in the past where we always have the argument of, nobody can lose anymore because if they lose, they're squashed, apparently. There's no such thing as losing.
It's not true.
And that's you've said it many times. Check the tape.
It's not. What I said.
It's true.
It's true.
I
But
said you could showcase a match like this, Rob.
okay, so yeah, well, that's my point. Is that Shotzi was fucking insane tonight and stood up against easily held her own against Io.
And this is her now, to me, being up near the top of the women's card, where she was definitely in the middle of the women's card before.
Right.
Like now she's proven, I can hang with them.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah, I really like this NXT women's division right now. They're building up a lot of the people that I don't know. I mean, to be honest, I didn't really see Shotzi as one of the first people that they were gonna start elevating once like Bianca and all those girls left.
When did you not like the NXT women's division? Besides, with the exception of the Charlotte era.
No. I wouldn't say I never liked. I mean, I've never not liked it. Does that make any sense? But I feel like after, like I said, right after Bianca left, I feel like there was a little bit of a void. Like Candice kind of stepped up, and so did Dakota Kai. But now I feel like with fucking Tegan Nox and now Shotzi and now Mercedes Martinez, you've got a pretty stacked roster. Right
Don't
there.
forget Rhea's still there.
Yeah, and Bria. I mean, holy hell.
And they're using Raquel Gonzalez in a position now. I really like this match. I don't have a lot of talking points on it. I'm going to go to the board instead. Stike says he thought Shotzi broke her neck taking that German suplex on the apron. It's the hardest part, right, Brian?
That's what I hear. Yeah.
Never gets old. And then a comment on the back burner. Sklenar says Jungle Boy can be a future megastar like Hangman. He says, I think it will be Hangman, homegrown, elevated, and then Jungle Boy will elevate next. I can see Jungle Boy being one of those guys that goes somewhere and becomes a big name, possibly like AJ did in TNA. But I could also see Jungle Boy very easily being a Christopher Daniels and getting his ceiling really early and not doing much else unless he's going to stay in the tag division for life. I'm just being clear and honest there. And then Stike says he thinks Young Bucks and FTR is going to be full gear.
It's a strange booking,
Bucks have to be involved somewhere.
Yeah, but not first of all, not for the titles and not against another heel team. That's just going to be a little weird. We'll see.
Stike is throwing shade back at us, guys.
Why? What?
He's saying Shotzi was elevated when she eliminated Baszler in that Battle Royal.
Nobody's arguing that.
That Belair one. That was back in February. I think that put her on the map.
Yeah, look, there's
This elevated her.
Yeah, she was definitely on her way up. I mean, her stocks have been rising nonstop. There's been no dip. But tonight was definitely that, oh shit, bye. You know, before it was, she's going to be great in a program, great doing some matches. She'll be entertaining storylines. Tonight was, now she's a contender. Stock has risen.
I agree.
Can't argue that. Yeah.
Let's vote, boys. Shotzi and Io is going to get mine.
Oh, easily.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
Definitely NXT.
100%.
Okay, so NXT takes
We're
the early
heels
lead.
now. We're
I think it's
heels.
only going to go downhill for them from here.
We're the Young Bucks and we're heels.
Especially this next one shouldn't even be, I feel like, compared side by side, but we're going to do it anyway, just because. We have a squash match of Desmond Troy and Ciampa. I just covered it. And Jake Atlas called him out and challenged him for next week. Now, if you want to add all the stuff later about Kyle O'Reilly calling out Ciampa after, he beats Atlas in the parking lot, great. I don't know where they're going with that. It was just weird. I felt like Kyle just didn't want to be in the building. On the other side, while Kenny was goofy as shit, that's for you, Sklenar, on commentary, Hangman and Kaz had a really good match. I don't know if Rob, if you were paying as close attention to this one at the time, because I think this was when you got Kiera bombed.
Yeah.
But if you weren't, this was a good one.
No, I actually did watch the match, and I was very much impressed. I like the subtlety, Brian, of the kind of Hangman and Omega, I don't even want to call it a feud, but situation.
Situation.
The kind of undertone of that went along with the match. So you had good wrestling at the same time as a good story going.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, it was a great match, but also I really liked Kenny on commentary. At first, I was a little... What? You didn't like it?
No.
You didn't like it?
He's not a great talker, man.
I had a pretty low bar for it. Okay, so I watched it and listened to it with an open mind. I really had no problem with it. It made him almost seem like kind of like
goofy as
like almost
fuck.
like a jealous ex, like almost like some of the stuff that he was saying.
And that's what was so bad about it, is that's what he was going for, Brian. I believe you're right.
He seemed like an NJPW wrestler, and I don't say that with disrespect, but they're not exactly known for promos and story segments. I mean, there's definitely storyline and definitely promos, but not to the extent that American wrestling is. So he's probably very used to the NJPW style. Him being out front with a personality, I think, is probably much different.
No, I think it was a little bit over the top, but that's just kind of how Kenny is. I know Sklenar probably had a big issue with that. Let us know what you thought, Sklenar. Put it on the board.
He said, "Thank you, sir," at my goofy comment.
I do want to touch base on O'Reilly. O'Reilly, his segment.
Body parts.
Body parts.
Like, because he.
Yeah, no.
Body manipulation.
I get it. So we've been thinking about Ciampa, like, who's next for Ciampa? And we have this conversation, and we come up with all these fucking names, right?
Jake Atlas wasn't on that list.
No, he wasn't. No, he definitely wasn't. Something new, something fresh. And I don't think I've ever considered Kyle O'Reilly for Ciampa. And honestly, Brian, maybe you can help me here, because I don't know if I should be excited about that possibility, if I should look forward to it, because in my mind, O'Reilly's always been in a tag team. I did not watch him previous to NXT, so
I would have the same question. So I echo you, Rob, because I'm the same way.
So tell us, should we be excited and try to take out your "oh my god, I love bingo halls" version of yourself, and tell us, should we be excited about the possibility of those two?
Yeah, I mean, O'Reilly was in a tag team. I mean, even before NXT, he was in a tag team with Fish. Called Red Dragon. That was their name before WWE. He wrestled a little bit as a singles wrestler. I want to say he either won or he went really far in a PWG tournament. Actually, I think he might have won one year, one of the Battle of Los Angeles tournaments, which is a pretty prestigious tournament.
Said anything for sure. Just
no, I just said
keep going.
No,
right?
Should you be excited? I'm giving you the backstory as why you should be excited. But Adam,
I think they did this, but I'm not sure. They might have done this.
Continue your thought.
No. Sorry, Adam wants to talk.
I was enjoying it, Brian. Adam, shut up.
I know, so was I, but he just cuts everyone off.
Go ahead,
like
finish,
a fucking
please.
asshole.
Finish, please.
Jesus Christ.
He won the Battle of Los Angeles.
Yes. And no, see, he threw me the fuck off. Back to you, Adam. I forget what the fuck I was saying.
No,
Why'd
Rob
you do
picked
that?
you back up. Battle of Los Angeles finished.
No, I
No,
forgot
he
where I was going. I was
he
on a roll,
understands
and now
my
I just got
pain.
thrown off.
Understand
And
my
now,
pain.
now I'm taking a rest hold because now I forgot what I was saying. So now I have to pace myself.
See, he understands my pain because that's what you do. You fucking jump in there when somebody's on a roll, and then you knock them off the highway, man. You do it.
I didn't knock nothing off the highway.
This is two people on your podcast, both telling you the same thing. We're both we're sharing our truths with you, and you are.
And I'm not in the room with you, so it's even harder. I
know.
can't see you.
It's horrible.
I can't see when you're going to
horrible.
interrupt.
Yeah, it's bad.
It's all right.
All right, you guys done?
So Kyle O'Reilly made his Ring of Honor debut in 2009. He defeated Tony Kazina. Oh no, Tony Kazina defeated Riley. What else do you want to know, Adam?
Bus says he recommends watching his singles run in ROH and NJPW. So
I'm not going to, but thank you.
And he was a world champion in Ring of Honor.
Oh, okay. No, that's great. Look, I appreciate you the advice for the clips, but I'm not going to go back and watch a bunch of Kyle O'Reilly. There's a lot of wrestlers that I probably would be willing to go back and watch, but
He's not one.
Yeah.
I'm not watching Kyle O'Reilly videos. I'll see it as it happens.
It's unpopular but true that Kenny Jazz Hands McFingerbang does not and will not go over the U.S. wrestling fandom. He's extraordinarily talented and capable, but doesn't translate the it factor to this audience. That's from Sklenar.
Interesting.
He could have just said he's goofy.
He's
again.
so analytical.
Yeah, no, well, that's what you want to be, right?
Goofy?
Goofy.
No, analytical.
All right, vote. I'm going AEW.
Oh.
It's not
Yeah,
a
me
contest.
too. Absolutely. I'm going AEW.
Yeah, I don't remember. I don't even remember what the NXT side was. So yeah, AEW.
All right. Moving on. Austin Theory sucks. He takes on Kushida, and opposing that is MJF in a squash match with a promo after. NXT gave us the promo before the match. Kushida won. MJF gives us the promo after that he won. What did you think of... I feel like he's listening to us, Rob. This is why I want to cut to you first.
Okay.
He said, I'm a lone wolf out here, but it looks like all these factions and stables and everything. I might need to get me one.
I don't know. We can't take credit every time somebody does this. No.
I'm just saying he's agreeing.
This is my thought right now. We can't take credit every time somebody quotes us because these are all the things that every wrestling fan is all saying. So I imagine it's pretty.
No, it's only us.
It's just us. You're right. I'm sorry. Why would I even doubt that? It's totally just us. So what was the question?
I mean, is he just speaking for the marks now? Is that what he's doing?
Oh, he's playing to the crowd.
Which is the marks because nobody's there.
Yeah.
He
calls us assholes and he says the shit that we bitch about.
Brian, what's his faction?
No, you know what? I do think that I could see him adding another name to his whatever his stable is. I like to call it his cabinet because it reminds me of JBL's cabinet.
A tag team or a dude?
I think it's just gonna be a person. I mean, hey, it might not even be a dude. It could be because didn't he get rid of Nina?
Is there any WWE people still left?
That's right. It could be a female.
So it could be a female. Yeah.
Is there any WWE people left?
I mean, Matt Cardona's on the bench.
No, I'm not. That we haven't seen yet.
Let's see. Not that I could think of. Jerry Lynn.
Not that's right off the top of my head. No. I think everybody's pretty much gone somewhere.
I was just curious if we were going to
Super Dragon.
I was going to see curious if we're going to get a surprise for the new faction.
I don't think so. I think they're all somewhere. The highlighted people are somewhere.
Kevin Nash.
Kevin Nash.
Yeah.
We're not talking about old school guys.
What about Chris Hero?
Oh, there you go. Cassius Ohno's the only one. And I don't really count him as a factor.
No.
Why?
No.
Why?
No, not with MJF.
He could put a suit on. He's a great talker. I mean, he can fucking go.
Yeah, well, MJF doesn't need.
He doesn't need buffet line.
He doesn't need that, right? He doesn't need anybody that can talk. He needs somebody who's just going to be.
Put him with We the Pizza.
He's getting a little pizza again.
Yeah, I don't know if you noticed, but Jake Hager's getting a We the Pizza,
little Pizza Hut
again.
deep dish.
Bus says Joe Hennig. That's a good name.
Okay.
Cody.
Joe Hennig? Is that like? That was.
Come on, that's McGillicuddy, bro.
No,
bro.
What was his name after? Curtis Axel.
Yep, No Way Jose.
Michael McGillicuddy.
Oh, No Way Jose. Yeah, they're name dropping the people we forgot. There's a reason for that.
Curtis Axel would be perfect. Are you kidding me? That would be so perfect.
As well. Oh, to join him.
Yeah, to join MJF.
You're right. You're right. That is a good one.
I don't think I could ask. I think him and Damian Sandow would be the greatest fucking. Him, Damian Sandow, fucking.
Isn't Sandow in NWA?
I don't know. Murder
He
Hawk
is, yeah.
and MJF. Fuck it. Well, they got NWA people.
I know
fucking,
they're working with him, right?
Yeah,
Well, what
so-
about IRS? He just got released too.
No, he's too serious.
Is Bo still on the roster in WWE?
I think so. He's somewhere.
MIA.
MJF needs like J&J security. I don't mean like two little guys, but like a goofy fucking, backstable that he can just yell at all the time.
I know we overshadowed the NXT side, but let's cover it for a second. Stike says this is the Kushida we should have seen from the beginning. Brian, going to you again. You know more of him before NXT. What do you think about that statement?
I'm surprised actually that it took him this long to push him. I guess it took a fucking world pandemic to finally have him get this spot on NXT, but he's someone that no one
Going to
they
you
shouldn't have
again. You
slept
know
on
more
him
of
for a
him
while.
before NXT.
What's that?
To
What
what?
was
What do you
that?
think about that statement?
Go ahead, keep talking. I'm sorry.
I couldn't hear you breaking out. What are you saying?
I was
Rob's playing sound effects.
I was checking my stream and it was double playing. My bad.
My bad.
Rookie Bush.
Like I said,
Make sure you yell at Rob like you did me.
I'm a noob.
no, he was trying to fix stuff. He was trying to fix our stream, and I could see him too. But
Yeah.
anyway,
Mhm.
I have no problem with Kushida. I love his new entrance music too. Not to mention too, I love that he went over on Austin Theory, who he was on Raw just a few months ago, and now he's fucking jobbing out to.
He
Kushida.
shouldn't
I
even
love
be on our TV.
Yeah. Well, yeah, that too. Bang bang. Exactly.
All right, let's vote. Kushida Theory, MJF versus some nobody.
Oh.
Equally uninteresting.
Yeah, I kind of want to abstain.
Well,
this
MJF
is
was
like-
a fucking. That was just a squash.
I
It's
feel
like
like-
voting for comptroller.
Look, man, this yeah, right. What does he do? This week was not very grabbing. I mean, you just had a million fucking viewer week. I don't feel like they followed up like they had a million viewer week.
Yeah.
And maybe it's because Tony Khan's in his fucking shorts, t-shirt, and his fucking flip-flops backstage, which is quite the contrast, by the way, to Vince McMahon. I mean, you want to talk about contrast?
Oh, you're saying you don't think AEW followed up on a million or NXT?
No, I don't think AEW had the million.
Yeah, they did last week.
Yeah, they had a million last week. I'm saying that they didn't follow up tonight after having a million viewers. Tonight was not a grabbing show. There wasn't a bunch of.
Yeah, I agree. I'll be surprised if they touch a million again.
Yeah.
I liked it. I thought it was a good.
You
I
thought
didn't think it was bad.
I didn't think it was bad, but there was definitely plenty more. Okay, so when we watch and we're doing our pause, mute thing we do the whole time, watching both of them. Think about it. There wasn't that many times a night when it was like, oh, we got to pause both of them at the same time.
That's true.
We've had those many times. Tonight was kind of like we can just let it play and watch it.
And we didn't have Natty or anyone to fast forward through on either show.
Well, it's true. So I mean, it's a whole different topic, but yeah, it's true. So
Well, that's why we went on at 10:20.
So with that said, I think the edge overall tonight is still going to go to AEW. So, but we'll see. So I'm going to give mine ceremoniously to NXT in this segment. Just
Brian,
Wow.
do I have to
Yeah.
vote, or are you agreeing with him?
No, I'm gonna have to go with AEW on this one. I love MJF's promo. I also
Yeah.
love the fact that we could potentially see, another person enter into the picture.
Simon
and I also
Gotch.
too. We didn't even talk about the match. It was a total squash, and I mean I know it was like fucking 15 seconds, but it made him look like hella strong for him to just to be able to put his submission on him just like that. I'm voting for AEW on this one.
Yeah, Rob. I mean, neither match was entertaining, but MJF's promo.
I was just being kind, man.
Okay.
Hey, Stike Leather says Simon.
AEW's up 2-1.
Okay. All right. Thank you for literally 2 words into the fucking sentence, and you had to say something else. Simon Gotch, Brian.
Yeah.
What about him?
He's in MLW. He's not going anywhere.
No, you think guys in MLW and NWA
No,
are
but
like,
no,
oh,
no,
I'm
no,
not
I
going to
mean,
leave these places for TV.
No. But he's one of those guys where he was not happy in WWE.
Okay.
I mean, I'm sure if they called and if they asked, I'm sure he would listen
Who
to him.
is
But
clamoring for Simon Gotch?
Yeah.
Why are we even talking
No,
about
just-
him?
I'm telling you, he's totally flipped his like the whole thing. Like he's doing a totally different gimmick. He's doing really well in MLW.
Yeah, I'm just saying the people in MLW and NWA are. I doubt the contracts are really. all
Ooh,
that
Eric
skin tight.
Rowan. There's somebody we forgot.
No.
He could join MJF.
I don't
Him
wanna
and
see
Curtis
that. I
Axel.
want to see his big ass walking through the
And
tube.
we also forgot about Aiden English too. He's doing stuff. So they just signed Rusev. They could fucking get those guys back together.
Aiden English would be good with MJF.
And Aiden English's mother-in-law is already employed there.
Oh, holy shit! It's true. That's right.
Just throwing that
there
out
you go.
there.
It's Aiden English.
All right, next up, we've got two segments. Tegan and she owes Johnny a TV. Great, cool.
Asshole.
Yeah.
And we got to see that twice tonight because later Tegan responds. On the other side, we got what I'm dubbing the Kingston crew for now. They destroyed Griff, Garrison, and two other dudes. Say what you will, it's a family, not an alliance or stable. I like Kingston talking here, but it's time to get to some action. I think this was, for me, Brian, almost a tipping point. As good as the promo was and as good as everything was here, this was the tipping point where next time I see them, I need some substance to go behind the promo.
He has been wrestling a little bit on Dark.
Okay.
I know you
so
guys
I'm
don't keep
missing
tabs
that.
on there, but he's been wrestling some singles matches on Dark, so he has seen a little bit of action.
Okay.
With this though, my whole takeaway though was towards the end when he told Blade he needs to clean up his house.
Yeah.
I almost kind of took it as not so much a threat at Blade, but maybe that
He needs
there
to get
could
a
be some
wife.
friction between him and Butcher.
No, I think he was saying you need to go get your wife because he's
No,
he's,
but
he's
you hear what
referred.
Brian's saying? It's maybe a red herring. It's the obvious choice is the wife, but he's really telling him Butcher's too blown up and need to go.
No.
Well, they have Allie isn't. Yeah, he's too blown up. Fuck you, Allie. She's totally out of the picture. Like she's with QT. They're doing and the whole nightmare. Well, they're not.
I
really
understand
together, but
that.
she's feuding with them.
Yeah, it's understandable, but it's really not going anywhere. And he made the reference last week about where's your wife, where's your old lady,
Oh yeah, he did say that.
and
last
then
week.
tonight he says you need to clean up your house. I don't know why you guys are trying to draw outside the lines here.
All right. Well, I forgot about the one from last week, so I will give you that. I will give you that credit.
You have to give
Thank
it to
you
me.
for
It's
that.
fucking science.
Yeah, when he brought up the last week point,
I don't think
Rob,
science
if my
knows.
sound effects were working, I would give Rob a coin there. I've been giving coins, but nobody hears them.
Oh, I'm sorry. I turned the mute off. Here, I'll give myself one. Oh, there you go.
All right. Stike says, I have a bad feeling when Pac comes back, we might get Death Triangle versus Kingston and Butcher and Blade.
Hell yeah, that'd be great.
When is Pac coming back? Because
No idea.
I mean, Sami Zayn and Roman pretty much said we're not coming back till there's a cure, and they're back. Where's Pac? He can't get over here.
That's same thing for me though. I'm not coming back until there's a cure.
All right, so we need to get a new host.
Excuse
I hope that
you?
dojo is graduating
Oh,
someone.
when Brian leaves, it's over. We're done. We're shutting shop down. I don't have the energy to do the shit he does. I got too much going on, man.
All right, so Eddie
Well,
Kingston
great.
is hugs over drugs guy. He's definitely not a fan of the Butcher, is what Bus says.
Hugs over drugs.
And anyway, let's move on
Okay.
to the other side of Tegan and Johnny. Yeah, the TV broke. Candace, they're
We did this.
yeah.
We did this. What are you doing?
What are you voting for?
I don't. AEW.
All right, me too.
Although Kingston annoys the. I'm just sorry. He annoys me.
Why?
He annoys me.
He's a good promo, brother.
He's a great
He's
promo.
that guy at the bar that is just like when you're just there with your friends, and you just kind of chill and talk and have a couple drinks, not get too crazy for the night. He's that fucking drunk asshole two seats down that's just yelling about shit and saying stuff that you're like, dude, why would you say that? And just being obnoxious and like coming up to you and talking in your group, and you're like, dude, we're just trying to have a night with us, just hanging out with us. Yeah, no, I'm sorry, man. I just want to talk to you. That's who that's what it feels like to me, and I can't stand it.
I agree with you. If I was at a bar, I can't stand it. I don't want that guy around. He would annoy the fuck out of me. As a wrestler who I want someone to boo, I want a heel. I want a guy who's a good promo. I love him.
Okay.
I don't want to be
you
friends
want
with
him on your side.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I just it's not even he's doing a good job or bad job thing. I'm just saying in general, it fucking annoys me.
Sealer Stout and Estrada joining us. Welcome, guys.
Hey.
Vote time we did, so we're moving on to tag match versus tag match. Breezango and Imperium for the title. Sorry, Emporium. And we got Private Party. They're back from dark. And they're gonna fight. Wait, what is the name of Hager? and Jericho as a tag team?
Jericho, Jaeger.
No, I thought they called themselves something.
Jägermeister.
I thought they called themselves something.
Jaeger.
And there was something with Matt Hardy getting his ass kicked backstage. I don't know what that was. I wasn't paying attention.
Oh, I know. Hager and Goats. That's what it is. Hager and Goats.
Like Colin Oates?
Mm-hmm.
Did you make that up, or they said that?
I just made that up. Actually,
Hager and Goats.
It's not that funny.
That's pretty good. No, it's good though. It's
On
quick
the
as-
fly,
On the
yeah.
fly, it's not bad. I mean,
Thank you.
I wouldn't write it down for your comedy show, but I mean, on the fly, it's good.
And not a penny,
Thank you.
not a petty point here, Brian, but a good finish to the Hager and Jericho match.
Yeah.
I know the whole group is the Inner Circle bus, but like he was the Sex Gods when he was anyway with just Sammy.
Yeah.
No, so I like the whole ending sequence, but it felt weird. I think the ref messed up and called for the bell before he tapped.
Really?
And then I love the action afterwards where we're going to still kick your ass, Jericho. We don't care. We're going to take it to you. You're a heel who's got it coming to him. Right?
Yeah, and yeah, I really have nothing else to add to it.
Oh, okay.
That's great.
Sorry,
Good
I
analytical
was-
shit there, Brian.
No, I know. I was distracted.
wanna
I was
talk
trying to
about
figure out what
anything
you're
else?
doing. You guys can't see it on camera, but Rob's fucking around with something, and I'm very distracted.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to distract you.
What are you doing?
Nothing.
So do you think that where's this going? Why is this on the TV? I mean,
Why?
I know this was their debut to the tag division, but they just brought Pirate Party up to feed them.
Pretty much.
Why, Georgia?
Okay.
Why?
If there's no more substance to it, and I don't think there is, and I agree with you.
No, I think forgive me if I repeat what you just said because I wasn't listening.
I don't think I said much. So.
But if you were referring to the fact that Jericho is on a tag team now and they have an established tag team that loses to him, why?
Yeah, I don't know.
Is that what you said? Is that a new point I just made?
I don't know.
You-
Buzz says he thought he
not
pinned him
worth-
after the Judas effect. No, he had him in it looked like
is
the
that,
walls.
Is that not a good conversational piece?
I pulled a U and wasn't listening.
I'm sorry. I was just saying that. No, really. Okay, honestly.
No, I really wasn't. I was
Private
reading the
Party's
board.
been on the scene since the beginning. Mm-hmm. They had a little push, then they got pulled back. Doing a lot of dark stuff, apparently, I understand, because I don't watch. But, so they're an established tag team in the tag division. I guess I'm so WWE fucking tainted that I'm just like, why are you doing the Frankenstein and killing all the tag teams?
Yeah,
they're not Frankenstein though.
Yeah, and they need to build tag
They're an
teams.
official tag team.
Are
Yeah.
they?
Yeah,
Yeah, they announced last week they are.
yeah. They
Yeah.
need to build the tag division a little bit better and book them. I will say they had 2 good tag matches tonight is a great step forward that were legit tag matches, even if there was some flippy shit in one of them.
Flippy.
Breezango and Imperium fought for the title. Breezango came back out on top. Those are aren't those 2 of your boys over there?
And who? Emporium?
Eichner and Barthel.
Food Emporium. Food Emporium.
Tier 1
Yeah, they're
inputs.
great. Those guys are awesome. And fun fact, what's his name? Marcel Barthel. Is that his name?
Bartel.
That's
I
not
thought it
his
was
name.
Barthel.
Is it Barthel?
Bartel?
Barthel.
Oh no, I'm
I
thinking
like
of
that,
Fabian
Barthel.
Eichner. Never
I
mind.
can say
Fabian
that.
Eichner
Fabian
looks
Eichner.
exactly like my friend Chris Payne Forza.
Nobody
That's
cares.
the guy. No,
Literally
it's true.
nobody.
I know
You
there's
just
about like
name
3
dropped
people that'll
nobody.
probably.
What's
Well-
the opposite of name drop?
We just fell out of fucking Italy now. Italy just
Well,
cut
no,
us
he's
down.
the guy that knocked me out. So you guys haven't seen the match yet, but he's the one who I had the match with and gave me a concussion, and we still had
Speaking
it.
of that, at Canada, you need to step it the fuck up with the listenership. I'm just saying.
Oh, we're not getting listeners in Canada?
We're doing really well in France.
Yeah, we're great in France
Yeah.
because they speak the language of love, and now we
Yeah,
don't.
we-
And
we-
now we don't.
Yeah.
Hello, Frenchie.
Hello. Well, now we're done.
Oh fuck, no, Frenchie like from boys. The
I
boys.
know, but it's still now it's offensive.
Yeah. I took French in high school instead of Spanish. I don't regret that.
Thank you.
Laissez les bon temps rouler.
Vote,
Les
motherfucker. Championship match on NXT. Brian, I'll let you kick it off. We're Private Party versus the half of Inner Circle. 40% of Inner Circle.
Ooh. What? Which one? That versus the other tag team match?
Yeah.
I'm
That's
going
what we're
NXT. I really enjoy Breezango as the tag team champions, and like I said, I love myself a Fabian Eichner match, so I'm going NXT.
Rob, do
I
I need
am
to break the tie?
No, I'm gonna go with him. It's gonna be I'm
Come
gonna go
with me.
NXT. Yeah, I'm
Wow.
going with
Come
him.
with me if you want to live.
It's solid. It's solid tag team wrestling with two great tag teams, and the entertainment value of Brazongo, the Free Breeze, is awesome.
We're moving on to women against women segments.
Free Breeze, yeah.
We have Xia Li against KC Squared, the only two KCs that are any good in WWE. And we also have, what is it? I can't fucking read my writing. Evilise against Thunder Rosa. And I found this weird. Sheeta grabs the belt after the match, has a stare down. Didn't they just fight? Is Thunder Rosa still doing a thing?
It wasn't a stare down.
With Sheeta.
It was a here's your belt, I love you.
And then right after that, we find out they're tagging together next week against Diamante and Evilise. I was confused.
Brian needs to clarify this shit.
Yeah, help me here.
So Samoa
Yeah,
Joe,
I don't know.
Take your 33 and a third chance minus my.
Go ahead. Sorry.
That was Brian. That was Rob, not me. Hands free.
No, I mean, I guess what is it? A friend of my enemy, or the enemy of my friend is my enemy, or
But that's some WWE shit. I hate when they do that.
Yeah, it is kind of like a tag team player, but
This the bad boy Joey Janela, and I couldn't agree more.
Glad he wasn't on.
thank you.
That's Rob again. My hands are clean.
I thought you were done. Sorry.
Oh no, I thought it was done too.
Okay. See, he was
Am I
done.
done?
Adam. Next.
He just wants to agree with you. He wasn't done.
They know my cutoffs are accidental.
So, which match was better? We can just vote here. I thought there was a lot of good chemistry with Caden Carter and Casey Catanzaro. Again, the best KCs on the rosters.
What other ones are there?
Oh, no, they're not important.
Oh.
And then
Oh, I know.
I thought Thunder Rosa, I got to be honest, Brian.
What?
I wouldn't say that she's blah or anything like that, but Evilise was the one who drew my attention. Not just because of looks or her wrestling ability.
They're both fantastic. I love both of those women. It is a little weird how they set it up at the end, though, but I still have to give the edge to AEW, the interpromotional thing that they're doing with. Well, I do. I'm sorry. Sorry. And not to mention Casey Catanzaro. I'm sorry. What is this? She's fucking from American Ninja Warrior. Like
Correct.
that's how she
Well,
got her
she
shot.
also-
She didn't
wait.
gruel
Now,
and
hold
grind
up
and
one
do all,
second.
work
That's
all
not
the
a
fucking
league.
Hold up one second. She is
What?
an American Ninja Warrior veteran, but much like Alexa Bliss and a lot of the women on the roster, she has a huge gymnastics background, like Division I level, like
Yeah.
state
I
champ.
mean, Bianca was a fucking telemarketer before.
Yeah, I mean, tracking.
Did she ever wrestle in front of 20 people in Parsippany, New Jersey? No, I don't think so.
Okay.
She hasn't fucking done it the hard way.
The NXT gets the vote on this segment from me because Brian, I'm sorry, NXT top to bottom, mid card to lower card to upper card, the whole thing is fantastic when it comes to the women's division, and I would make the argument that even men's divisions going against lower card women's division in NXT would struggle to win. And tonight was a great showcase of Casey and Cadence, and they've been getting small pushes. It makes them more appealing. NXT women are fucking hot fucking fire right now.
And don't forget, Brian, we didn't mention it yet, and I don't know if I'm going to butcher the name, but Jessie Kania making her at least Adam Bomb debut, teaming with Xia Li there.
She also impressed me as well, Adam.
She's got a nice Morena Baccarin quality to her look as well.
Who?
Oh, fuck you for not knowing who
Bus
that is.
says-
Maureen who?
Morena Baccarin.
Sorry, I interrupted Rob. I'm sorry, Rob.
No, you're good, bro. So Bus says Rob is a casual, so he doesn't understand how big an AEW and NWA collaboration could be.
We
Thank
went
you.
and watched NWA when they were here.
I don't deny that I'm a casual. Well, I don't want to call myself a casual because I fucking do this all week long. When it comes to a lot of the details of other leagues, yeah, no, I'm a fucking casual, right? If it's on, I might watch it. But I understand that AEW and NWA is big to those like Brian. And apparently you, Bus, that it's like, oh my God, two promotions are working together.
Oh yeah, Bus calls me out all the time because I don't know all the bingo halls.
Yeah, I don't think it's a big. NWA is not what. If it was NWA from the 1980s and early 90s, yeah, fucking great. NWA, That's awesome. That would be great. But NWA now is a bootleg of itself. No matter what the talent is in there, it's not what it once was. So no, I don't get excited about it. Now, if you want to say they want to start doing NJPW and AEW, I might be more excited then. But even then, I'm a purist, man. Stay in your promotion. Bring people in. I want to be consumed by your storylines and what your brand of wrestling is. Everybody's got a different feel. Give me yours. That's the problem with AEW. Is every wrestling brand or promotion has its own feel, the way it presents itself, its overall story of who it is, its identity, if you will. AEW doesn't have that yet because they're trying to be Ring of Honor, PWG, NJPW, Impact.
I was with you till that last statement.
Well, no, but I'm saying they're trying to be all these promotions saying, oh, this is what the indie fans love, the people who don't like WWF. That's our target audience, right? And I'm just saying that they don't have their own identity as of yet. They seem like a high-budget indie show sometimes, and that I'm not knocking. I love them, but that's my opinion.
It does seem like they have direction with some people, and the rest are like, here, just go out and wrestle because we don't know what to do with you yet. So yeah, I do think that, and that's an indie style thing.
Yeah.
They're like, we're just gonna put you guys on tonight. Go.
The difference of a pickup football game in a field is, hey Brian, okay, when I say hike, run out and turn left, right?
Yeah.
The difference in a pro football game is, here's your playbook full of intricate plays where you got to watch your footing and your timing and everything and all together. There's the difference between indie halls and AEW. It should be the difference.
Right. And I've got to agree, simply because Rob made a lot of points there. The most, I'll make agreement here succinct. You're bringing in talent from another company to help your division on the one side. You are growing countless people on the other. NXT wins. We're tied at 3.
I disagree.
I know, and that's why we have 3, so we can vote properly and break the ties if we need. All right, so I'm going to throw we're not going to have an opposing one on NXT for this one. Kip and Miro plan their bachelor party. All I got to say is Miro looks fucking jacked.
Yeah, he does. Yeah, he does.
And then now we're going to vote here. Do we want to talk about the 6-man tag segment that was booked courtesy of AEW, or do we want to talk about Drake Maverick, Killian Dane, and Roddy and Fish? It's Fish, right?
Let's do the AEW side.
All right. So AEW quickly catching you up. Archer's out there beating some more jobbers. Jake's out there rambling, usual. They need some partners, and they're going to go find them from Taz. Here comes Mox, Cage, and Starks. As soon as you saw that Team Taz was there, you knew Allen was going to be in. But I think Hobbs is a nice addition.
Shaw's cool.
What?
Hobbs and Shaw.
Ugh.
Calvin and Hobbs.
Calvin and Hobbs.
No, I thought his name was... No, his first name's not Calvin.
It's Will.
Will. Okay.
Yeah.
Will Hobbs.
So Will Hobbs and Darby Allin and Mox are going to be in a 6-man tag against Cage, Starks, and Archer.
Yeah.
Cage and Archer. First off, I'm not watching Dark, Brian. How is fucking Cage go from fighting Mox to the tag division on Dark?
On Dark, Brian.
On Dark, well, because they're doing the whole thing. They're trying to elevate Cage as well as Starks. More so the Starks thing. But now with this, we see the whole alliance with Lance Archer, and I guess that's why they were tagging them up so that they could have some, like, make them a cohesive unit. What's that?
I get what they're doing. My question was why.
I don't know. I guess, I mean, Cage isn't in the title picture anymore, I suppose, and
because he's the FCW champ, he doesn't need to be in the title picture.
Well, FTW, not
Sorry,
FCW.
Fuck the world, bro.
Yeah,
fuck the world.
We were doing trivia on Monday, FCW on the brain.
Hey, man, can I just say this? When Jake first came back, it was like, oh, this is cool, right? I don't know what he was talking about tonight, and it was so bad. His promo was so bad tonight that, I mean, they should have took him out back and just.
Is he back on the sauce?
I know.
Oh, don't say that.
No, that's horrible.
I hope not, but he was pretty close to.
Make a
he just was rambling.
Yeah, it's just I was not impressed with him tonight at all.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
I was impressed with him. Have you guys seen the movie Peanut Butter Falcon?
peanut butter jelly time?
No. Peanut Butter Falcon.
No.
No.
It's with Shia LaBeouf. He's in there, and I don't know who the fuck else. That 50 Shades of Grey lady. Yeah. Fucking Jake Roberts is in it. He plays a fucking old grizzled wrestler. So is Mick Foley, but you guys haven't seen the movie, so this whole thing is pointless. So as you were.
All right. Estrada says, y'all, I love Jake Roberts, but he's got more bald spots than Swiss cheese and eats some Rogaine.
Son of a bitch!
Yeah.
Will Hobbs is a fucking star in the making. Both Evan Wright and Stike are saying on the board they're all in for his push. Here's my thing. Is he getting pushed to a dark feud? Or is he getting pushed here because he's now going to get featured here? He definitely got my attention in the Battle Royal or whatever the hell they had at All Out.
Yeah. They also announced that he's signed full time today. They announced that
so
today.
he wasn't full time prior.
No, he was just one of those guys that they were bringing in on Dark and doing all this extra stuff. So who knows how long he has been signed for, but they just formally announced it today.
Gotcha.
Cool.
All right. On the other side, handicap match for the start. Drake against Undisputed. Eventually, Killian comes out, and he had me fucking rolling here. He just grabs Drake off the ground, throws him into the ring, goes, there, I'm helping, and walked away. Or there, I helped, whatever he said. He walks away. They call him Tubby. He comes fat.
He comes fat?
He comes back. He comes back.
Oh, that's a Freudian slip.
That's
a pure Freudian slip.
And at the end, him and Drake are standing tall, Killian and Drake, and Killian punches Drake out again. I know this is hokey, but it was very entertaining.
No, it's perfect for Drake. Honestly, it's perfect for fucking Killian because we needed a new Killian. And if we can get
He
a
looks
lighter,
a little slimmer.
I don't care about that. But, his personality was it was starting to drag.
Big stank.
He got some new music too.
Yeah, he did.
Courtesy of who, Brian?
That would be from Def Rebel. You can listen to our interview. Go to Marked Out Wrestling Podcast. The show's up there on one of our old episodes. Go check it out.
There you go. Segway King. Good job, Brian. Way to pick up on that.
Good
Even
job.
He's not even in the studio, and he got it. He knew it.
He's
he
awesome.
knew what to
Yes.
do.
He's so awesome.
Yes, you're awesome.
That slip might get you canceled, Adam. Evans.
That's true.
I'll just put out a JR style apology after we go off air.
Wow.
All right, who's winning here? Tag match or promo? It's 3-3. We only got the main
I'm
event.
trying to
after
remember what
this.
the two segments are. I'm just going to give it to AEW.
Okay.
Who was
It
it?
was Lance Archer and Jake Roberts' weird promo.
Oh, no. I'm going to go NXT. I'm going NXT.
Ah, shit.
No. Jake was a little I don't know. Yeah.
I'm actually going to go with AEW.
And
I like this new alliance of all the monsters. I forget what did they call it? Monster Squad or some shit. I forget what it was.
Yeah.
It wasn't Monster Squad.
It was. I remember that movie. It doesn't really fit.
It was a good
here.
movie. It was a good movie.
Yeah. Why does what's his name again with Jake?
Cage?
No, not Cage.
Lance Archer.
Archer. Why does Archer sound like? And I know some people are going to get this reference, but sound like just some white trash from Gastonia, right? Just some fucking, I'm gonna come down there, kick a mud hole up in you, and then I'm gonna.
So we can't insult the French, but we can.
And then
Yeah,
MAGA,
we're not doing well in Gastonia.
MAGA, motherfucker, MAGA.
And they just turned into our new Canada. Let's see on the board. Dane and Drake. Shit reminds me of the Bulldogs from Looney Tunes. Hey, Spike.
Come on,
hey,
Spike. You want to chase a car, Spike? Come on, Spike.
Felt bad when Drake got released. Silly me. Drake will always be Drake. Not a fan. WWE should sign Rockstar Spud. That's from Bus. And yeah, Archer. You pushed into the moon. I liked it. It didn't work out, and you've done kind of nothing except throw around squash guys.
Yeah.
Cage, you're on Dark, man. How are you on Dark? It's because you can barely lift Darby Allin.
Oh, shush.
I'm going with NXT. They're up 4-3.
Damn.
Main event. We got Priest and Thatcher, which on the record, check the tape, Brian said he loved
Who?
or
Thatcher?
liked
Oh, the match?
the match.
Yeah, it was a good match. It was a solid main event.
Okay, so he's sticking with it. That's good. And then we have Proud and Powerful against the Best Friends in the Parking Lot Brawl.
Gotta puke!
First off, I just want to off topic. Rob pointed out he has no problem with an outdoor match like that with the crowd, and I think it worked. They weren't quite as spread as they should have been.
I like how he took my point that I was going to bring up and just started to expand on it.
Wow,
like, you know,
yeah.
I gave you credit. I
wanna
gave you
go
credit.
I want to go to you with it.
Oh, okay. You could.
I was going to
I
you.
could have gone to it organically. You know, I could have got there.
Nah.
No.
No, you say you don't listen to me, so what's
No,
the matter?
I was just sitting there watching and wondering to myself, like, damn, so there's fans around the cars. Do I like this? And as you've already alluded to, Adam, I kind of did like it. It added something to that, because anytime I've seen a street fight in real life, and I've seen a few,
or parking lot brawl.
you don't call it that, but yeah. Anytime I've seen one, well, I guess you do. Yeah, okay. There's always been people around it, fucking cheering people on and being obnoxious and, you know, rooting people and, oh, fucking yeah, fuck him up. So, yeah, it feels more real to me. So, yeah, kudos on that one.
And the announcers didn't overdo it. They
No.
let it happen.
Yeah, yeah, small details. And I mean, let's be honest. Okay, Thatcher and Damian Priest, I got 2 words for you.
Suck it.
Well, I mean, if that's your thing, it's 2020. No, just who cares? I mean, really, who cared about Damian Priest becoming a North American champion? Who wanted that? Who cares about it now?
Like Cameron Grimes would have been more interesting. I know that was your pick.
Yeah, Thatcher's been running his suck for, weeks now, and motherfucker hadn't beaten anybody, right? He's supposed to be this big submission specialist, and
He's even tapped out.
yeah, he hadn't beaten the fucking soul. So why does the North American champion, who I don't care about, facing another wrestler which you've made me just not care about?
Coming off of 2 losses in a row.
Why is that the main event? Why do I care? I don't. Who cares? So, yeah, I'm going to go fucking NXT on this side because not only did the crowd edition with a small subtlety
You
that
mean AEW.
AEW.
Yeah, sorry. With a small subtlety that I appreciated, but the brutality, oh my God. And I'm not all about brutality, but the fucking brutality.
It's a parking lot brawl. It's okay.
A lot of blood.
A lot of blood.
Brian, are there any points left for you?
So no, the only thing I did want to touch on though, it wasn't just like they were letting fans in willy-nilly in AEW. Those were all extras. Those are all other performers, other wrestlers on the roster. So I don't know if you guys were seeing that in a negative light. Like, they were just letting anyone in there
we
with
don't know.
COVID.
Yeah,
I only knew Griff Garrison of the 3 guys Archer beat up.
that doesn't defeat the point, though. I mean, if you got extras there so they don't get crazy and jump in the middle of it, fine, I get that. But I didn't see anybody out there and go, oh, I know that guy and I know that guy. No, they look like fans to me. So, hey.
Yeah, we were ignorant. We thought they were fans.
I was very surprised that
Surprised at what?
the Best Friends won this.
Not the way that the feud has been going, because Santana and Ortiz have definitely had the upper hand. Destroying the car, doing the whole gimmick with the bleach on their gear.
Yeah.
Best friends have been chasing and wanting this match.
Exactly. So I feel like this was good retribution.
Oh, I just meant if you knock the fourth wall down.
Yeah.
You got these 4 in a fucking real street fight.
Okay, yeah, the 2 dead presidents are winning. You're right.
Yeah,
exactly.
fucking them up, man.
One is a self-reformed gangbanger. So yeah, I think
Yeah, they're fucking them up. I mean, the Umbro
is that what that was? This dead presidents? It looked like they were like the spooky guys from Cobra Kai. Like
they were
ninja.
painted like
they were Cobra Kai, Brian. That's who they were. Let them have
Cobra Kai,
Yeah.
or they were just fucking like
Cobra
Kiss
Kai
fans.
stormtroopers, right?
Yeah, that's exactly right. Cobra Kai, let him have it.
Yeah.
Let him have it.
Yeah. Okay, Brian, you can have one.
You see the good best friends walking on their Umbro shorts, like, we're gonna fuck you up for fucking up our van, man.
Everyone gets one. At the board, Evan Wright goes, "Oh my God, Adam knows who the fuck Griff Garrison is." Yeah, he's what happens when you cross, somebody bigger with Jungle Boy. I didn't have a good point there.
No, it's horrible.
Peter North.
So I have to tie this up so that we can really, for probably the first time in forever, break a actual tie going into Who Won Wednesday. But if AEW wins here, which I'm agreeing with both of you, we're at 4-4.
What's the tiebreaker? How do we do that? I don't think we've ever had to do that.
The tiebreaker is the overall show. I mean, it's the overall show, start to finish. How do you feel about it? I think that NXT had some high points. I think obviously AEW did as well, but I found myself more entertained as a whole by AEW. I think it's because the latter half of their card was better, where they kind of blew their wad early on the NXT side.
Yeah, it's a real pendulum there, isn't it, Brian? Where it's like you're going AEW main event, okay, that one's up, and then you go
Curtain jerk,
NXT, that goes up.
Middle hour, kind of a push.
Yeah,
they both split.
Neither one of these shows tonight was very like encapsulating. I couldn't find myself not looking. I couldn't find myself paying attention to the TV long enough on certain moments. Right, like sometimes I'm like, I can't look away. What the fuck?
You talking about on AEW or on both shows?
Both.
Io and Shotzi couldn't look away. Parking lot brawl couldn't look away.
But right, and I think that's telling as to how our votes kind of went. I mean, both sides were very. It was kind of even.
Right. So however I give out
how we got here.
However I give out my vote for overall, I want to put that clarification out there that I thought tonight was both push and pull at both shows. Not the best shows they've ever had by far. Not horrible, good moments.
Good moments.
I am going to give it to AEW by a cunt hair. Yes.
Oh, wow.
Yes, and that's mainly for I think the main event.
All right, and Brian. And that's what I was saying too. As good as Io and Shotzi were, you were left with the main event taste in your mouth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Brian.
The main event cunt hair taste in your mouth.
Yes.
Right, totally. You know what?
Rob was with his mom.
As close as both shows were, I'm gonna have to give the edge to AEW solely for the reason in the NXT side, Damian Priest, his new gear, that white gear, you're not supposed to wear white after Labor Day. All right, that's a rule that was created to separate the old money elitists from the new money group. Okay, so he should know that. I'm giving my point to AEW.
And I'm the petty one. Yeah. Speaking of which, we got 2 awards coming up. We have the marked out moment for both shows and the Petty Town. People on the board, get ready for it. Stike says, to be quite honest, there was high points on both shows, but neither blew me away. I want to recite what Rob said earlier. You know, it was, they had 1 million last week. They should have followed it up with the Big Bang. And they didn't. They had highs and lows. There wasn't, like you said, I have to watch this moment until the end.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. So, all right. So we got our marked outs. I'm going to kick it off with mine. Marked out moment. I'm sorry. The whole match. Everybody who's ever listened here, I'm not a big fan of women's wrestling. I am when it comes to NXT, and Io and Shotzi. That's part of the reason why right there. Great showcase match. Highly entertaining there. On the other side, I put Trent's mom giving the bird as they drove away. She had the finger hanging out the window, just popping the bird. Just mom picking them up. The whole thing was great there at the end. Brian, what's yours?
My marked out for AEW was, it was the power bomb. That's what it was. It was the double power bomb to Trent through the windshield of the car. The whole thing just exploded. His back was all fucking cut up.
Dude, and it had some big chunks in there.
Yeah, I mean, all those guys, they really laid it out there. So, but that spot specifically, I marked out at. And on the NXT side, you know what? I'm just gonna give it to the Shotzi and Io match. Just overall, the whole thing. It was
That's what I did.
Yeah, it was just an awesome match.
There wasn't a spot that really stood out because there were so many good moments in it. So yeah. I gave it to the whole match. Let's go to the board. Rob, sorry, forgot about you.
Fuck, man. So my honorable mention,
the hair fairy.
My honorable mention, marked out moment is going to be that Berto's on the Twitch board right now, and
what's up, Berto?
And I beat Berto this weekend in fantasy football, 134 to 132. So
I lost to Estrada. I think.
It's not about you right now.
I lost to Medine.
We all lost. We're a bunch of losers.
I'm a winner.
Fuck.
Oh, you're the winner.
Yeah. So that's cool. My marked out moment I'm going to echo Brian. For AEW, I don't know how the power bomb on the fucking car window is not the marked out moment for you tonight. That was insane. And the glass shards on his back. That might be more specifically the marked out. when he rolled and you saw the glass shards, like the hundreds of them in his back, it's like, oh fuck. So the marked out for NXT, and I hate to sound like a fucking parakeet tonight, but Io and Shotzi, how could it not be just an entire great wrestling, moment? I'm excited by it. Yeah.
On the board, Stike says marked out. NXT finally getting the badass Kushida, and AEW Trent's mom giving the bird. Evan says AEW Will Hobbs appearance, and he's a big fan. Bus says he's marking out for AEW's 1 hour special next week. Scorpio versus Ben Carter, Matt Sydal versus Spears. Next week is going to be fire. I'm pretty sure he's sarcastic. And Evan is marking out at Kushida, his new gimmick being the pedophile hunter. He beat Dream. Now he's beating Theory.
That's awesome.
Good point, Evan.
Yeah, that's great.
Good job, Evan. Wait, hold on, Evan.
This is Roderick Strong. I approve this.
Oh, we both gave him one. We both gave you one. You got two Roddies in one.
In stereo. Wow. All right, so Petty Towns, the Ciampa in the parking lot thing, been done to death. This is insert wrestler. Ciampa's going to do this. I'm sorry. I didn't care for it. And Kenny on commentary, I already told you about it. Just no. Brian, Petty Town.
My Petty Town is actually going to be going to be a combo of both. It's just going to be one large Petty Town award, and it's going to go to that. I didn't have this book growing up, and I wish I did. And it's called S's for Suplex, and you can get that at extracoolerart.com. I wish I had it. It's a kid's book that gives you the ABCs of pro wrestling, and you'll see a bunch of the you have Scorpio Sky, MJF, Matt Cross, Brian Cage. Whole bunch of wrestlers in there. Go check it out. I wish I fucking had that. That's why I'm petty right now, because I wish I had this book when I was younger. S is for Suplex. Go check it out.
When I was younger.
Yeah, that was mine.
All right, Rob.
Had to get it in.
Take us home before the board.
So Petty Town, I'm gonna have to go with an AEW with Jake Roberts. I love Jake Roberts, and he's one of the most prolific talkers in the history of professional wrestling. But tonight, it's just it's getting bad. It's getting bad. Find something new for him. I'm down for that. You ain't got to get rid of him, but he's got to mix it up. Or he's got to get some surgeries or something, because I just can't take the whisper anymore. The
whisper in the wind.
Whisper. I'm going to kick your ass, man. On the NXT side, my Petty Town is going to be
Nick Nolte playing Jake in the biopic.
That's pretty bad.
Biopic.
I'm gonna go that not Lance Archer, but that
Lance Bass.
Punishment Martinez is fucking North American champion. I just
as a face even. Yeah. That makes it worse. Petty Town for Stike. NXT half of Undisputed being heel, the other half being face. Right. He also says on AEW side, the Young Bucks. What's the point?
Oh, you know what? Oh. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I'm gonna mix it up. Yeah, AEW's the Young Bucks. Yeah, thank you for that. I'm taking yours. So I'm gonna give you this.
This is Roderick Strong. I approve this method.
Yeah, but that's such a stupid fucking.
Evan says
such a stupid heel turn.
Hate to be that guy, but I have no Petty Town for AEW. I genuinely liked everything. And
that's a great answer. I'm gonna slow clap that.
He says Petty Town for NXT. Their tag division is real bad. Merge the tag titles with the main roster tag titles and have the champs float on all three brands. They could do it like the women's tag. It would make it better because they're so weak all around. But then again, they just had one champ pin the other on Monday, so who cares? Petty Town for Bus and Estrada, I think, has disappeared, but I think he'd agree here. My Clippers blowing a 3-1 lead and losing to the Nuggets. Yeah, Paul George and 10 points is worth 5 draft picks.
Yeah, what's up, Kawhi? Come on.
Oh, yeah, Kawhi had 14. He didn't do much either.
Nope.
Yeah, they wasted a lot of money on blowing that.
I don't know. I'm a casual.
What about football? You watch football, guys?
Ninja, please.
Yeah, I watched my Panthers fucking... I had no hope that they were going to win this game. I was like, they're not going to win.
It sums up for the Panthers very simple.
I'm still in my thought, though. I thought they're not going to win. And then the game, fucking wrestling. Then the game started, and it got to the end. I'm like, holy fuck, they might win. And then they didn't win.
You know who did win?
Who?
Rodriguez won. Cam Newton won.
Oh, yeah.
And so did Greg Olson.
You know who else won? The McDonald's in Las Vegas for getting John Gruden as a resident. Whoa, dad bod. What the fuck happened to you, bro?
Wait, John Gruden or
Yeah, John.
not John Gruden,
No.
What?
the other Gruden?
No,
No.
John
You
Gruden.
talking about John Gruden of the Raiders?
Yeah.
Formerly of the Buccaneers. and
Yeah.
formerly
Yeah,
the
oh, okay,
announce
what,
booth.
You didn't
got
see him
fat?
wearing like a small polo shirt.
Brian, you
I
know the
didn't-
Raiders are
no,
in
I didn't
Vegas,
see
right?
this.
He should be in like an extra large.
Wait, Brian, do you know that the Raiders are in Vegas?
Yes, I'm
Okay.
sorry. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, why would you shit-
So I did forget that actually. That fucked me up.
Yeah.
It fucked me up. Well, the Jets looked awful too, and Lev Bell is
Well,
out. He's on the
that's-
IR already,
As
so
soon
that's
as
great.
as soon as preseason ends,
So
the
can we-
Jets look horrible.
Can we now say that? And I've been saying this for a long fucking time. Can we now say that Brady is a system quarterback?
It's only been one game, but
No,
this will be a good test.
no, I don't think it's simply that, because he had a lot of weapons throughout that system. You know, Welker and Edelman, and I mean everybody in between those two.
Yeah.
Aaron
Some
Hernandez,
years he didn't
Moss.
have the. Some years he didn't have the weapons like others, and they still did very well.
He also had a defense that didn't keep him off the field.
No, Patriots defense was never. I mean, they had a couple years, but they weren't exactly. Boss.
Couple years, no, they weren't boss, but a couple years they were when they had Will Fork and Teddy Bruce.
I'm not saying he's a bad quarterback. I'm just saying
Ty Law.
the success he has had, I think, is more attributable to Belichick and the system.
No,
I'm with you.
No question, but I don't think that one game makes it an absolute fact.
If he does it this week, if he does it in week 2, is that enough, or has it got to be 3 weeks?
if he
At what point is he shit?
when he
8
can't
games.
win the fucking NFC South, when he does not win that division
That's
this
fair.
year,
That's fair.
Yeah.
Because Panthers are full of nobodies, rebuilding,
Dog
new,
shit.
new owner, new coach. Yeah, barely starting quarterback only because Breeze got hurt. Fucking Atlanta's just they've been garbage for years. And
Yeah.
Matt
well,
Ryan,
they can't win any big games.
Right. And let's see. Saints. Well, Saints are always in the game, man.
They're always in the game, but I mean, I don't know the
But you
Saints,
got Gronk and fucking Brady.
and Saints defense. You know, is who. Remember,
So-
Brady doesn't play Breeze; he
Yeah.
plays the Saints defense.
So your par for Brady, your par line for Brady is, if you don't win NFC South, then you were garbage.
yeah, I mean,
Pretty much.
It's to me, it's one of the. It's at least the worst division in the NFC, if not all of football.
Yeah.
And they have a lot of hype too. That's a bad thing. Too.
I
Bus-
mean,
you
a
don't-
6-6
have that.
team is still competing for the playoffs in this division.
Bus says on the Buccaneers, Brady is showing more personality than ever. Nice to see Bill took out the microchip.
Yeah.
Where was that microchip?
Evan said
inserted?
Chiefs might go damn near undefeated.
Yeah.
I
So-
know who
Is-
didn't though.
is-
Berto.
No. Is Brady a Scientologist?
What does that have to do with anything?
I don't know. He's kind of a weirdo.
Only thing stopping the Saints are the refs, Bus said. Well, that's what I'm saying. If Brady can't beat the one team, just like he could, I mean, and yes, he beat a lot of teams when he was in New England, but in his division, Buffalo, New York, Miami, maybe one was good a couple times.
Yeah.
The Jets have been dog shit for
Yeah.
pretty much the entire time.
So sometimes the Bills and Dolphins would put together a decent
Yeah.
season, but they didn't
Yeah.
do anything.
2 points real quick. Somebody said it on the board, but everybody don't get excited about Cam in New England. He did beat the Dolphins.
Right.
Yeah, so that's perspective there. Yeah, fuck, I forgot what the other thing was. So, big ups to Ron Rivera, former Panthers coach, getting a win in Washington while fighting
Oh,
cancer.
Rivera. I said Rodriguez.
Yeah.
I meant Rivera.
Yeah, while fighting cancer. So there you go.
Damn,
The
really?
Washington football team. Yeah,
I didn't know that.
yeah. He's a really good guy.
Who's Rich Rodriguez? Why did I confuse that?
He was on that 90s TV sitcom. Hello, it's me.
That was horrible. Rico Rodriguez, I think, is the name of
That was his
Manny
cousin. That
on
was
Modern Family.
that was his cousin.
Maybe that's what I'm thinking of.
That was
Richard
cousin from the show.
Ramirez?
Yeah.
Who's that?
Jets
that-
are going to
isn't
be
that like a
Super Bowl
murderer?
champs in 2035. We're not even talking about wrestling. Let's get the fuck out of here.
Juan Rodriguez? You mean our
No,
listener,
Richard
Juan
Ramirez. I feel
Rodriguez?
like that's like, yeah, he's some sort of serial killer. Who was he?
I don't know.
Did
Did he kill Juan?
Wait, Juan's a serial killer?
Where's
Oh, the
Juan
Night
been?
Stalker. That's who he was. The
Juan,
Night
where's Juan?
Stalker.
Juan.
All right.
Oh, he was almost born on the same day. No, he's just as old as me.
I miss Juan. The fuck, Juan?
Juan.
Oh no, he's not as old as me. Never mind.
What are you even talking about, bro?
Don't want to sound like a dick or nothing, but it says on your chart that you're fucked up. You talk like a fag, and your shit's all retarded.
Oh, you
what
have to
I
get
do
those words
is
out of
just
there.
Like,
You have to get those. Oh,
All right, let's close it down. We had a very close one, as Rob put it. A cunt hair gives the victory to AEW. I don't think it was that close for me. Maybe a thumbnail, but
a cunt thumbnail.
we definitely had a competition tonight. We haven't had that. One blew their wad early on in the hour. Feels like the old days a little bit when one would win the first hour, the other would win the second hour, and I kind of felt that was the way of the night. Next week, we've got a lot on tap. I didn't write it all down, and I don't remember it at this point. But we're going to be back here to discuss the card, who won Wednesday. We'll be back on Monday to possibly discuss Raw, or maybe we'll just play trivia all night. Who knows? And Brian will be releasing at some point this weekend the All Elite Hour. Remember, that is an in-depth show. He's got the AEW discussion group where we're also streaming on. That's where he's going to be talking about there. And who's your co-host this week, Brian? Do you know?
I don't know, but it's probably going to be Kyle. It's probably going to be MJ or Brian or RJ. We've got a rotating cast.
Well, Kyle and MJ are the AEH All-Stars to me. So
yes,
I think you're in good hands there.
Yep.
Hopefully Brian and I can get a fantasy football win. Hopefully Rob gets a loss because I don't like his ego. He's sucked the last 3 years, so it'd be great if he was just gone from any contention. You know, Rob, I would wish this on your season. Good. Anyway, we're going to close it down. For Rob, for Brian, for all of our board members, thank you guys so much for tuning in. We'll see you next time. Same smart time, same smart channel.
Wear your mask.
Call your
Catch you on
grandpappy.
the flip side.
Marked Out Podcast is produced and edited by U-Record Studios and is recorded live from Charlotte, North Carolina. Subscribe, follow, and listen to us live following WWE programming on YouTube, Twitch, and Facebook Live. Download the podcast by following us at podbean.com or subscribe on iTunes and Apple Podcasts. While you're there, go ahead and give us an honest and fair review and rating. Finally, if you have enjoyed our product and would like to see us grow, please donate to us by visiting the donation link below our live video, or you can donate via Venmo and Cash App at the handle Ravepro. That's RAVEPRO.
You're listening to the Electronic Media Collective Podcast Network. Yeah, it's a mouthful. For more great shows, visit electronicmediacollective.com.